Hello, hello. Welcome back to the bog. I'm Willow, and I'll be your guiding light. Today, we'll be diving back into Menace, picking up where we left off after a few mistakes. We had a real simple point defense mission, and it was going real well until my hubris got us overextended and cut down. We somehow managed a 5-star win, but I want this next mission to be cleaner. Mine roads. Now that the enemy's advance is slowed, we need to grind it to a halt. Disrupt enemy glocks to create more space for friendly forces to rest and refit. Covert Ops team must land behind enemy lines and mine the roads used by the enemies to supply the front lines. This is a new one. We have to mine the first, second, and third road, and then get out. And we get bonus points if we don't lose anybody, and if we don't kill very many of the enemies. That's really interesting. That is a different style of objective than I've encountered. I think we've seen one, but I haven't done that mission. If we do it, we get Glocks disrupted. With the enemy ground lines of communication, Glocks, disrupted, they will be suffering from damaged hardware and will have a hard time keeping organization up. Their vehicles and walkers will start battles damaged, and their discipline will be reduced by 10%. Or we can do Search and Rescue. Friendly dropships retreating have been ambushed by enemy anti-air units and shot down. Head out to the crash site and search for any surviving crew members. Capable pilots are a rare asset and have to be rescued at all costs. We have to rescue the pirate crews and an engineer crew. We do it clean, and again we have destroyed less than some amount of the enemies. This is a new type of objective. Oh yeah, and this was the pilot's recovered one that we did not want. So we're going to do mine roads. We have no time limit on this. We're just trying to do it without losing anybody and without killing too many enemies. And so if we go into the mission planning, it's nighttime and partly cloudy. So it's going to be very hard for anyone to see anything. And things we know right off the bat, they've got a rogue army officer. This was the guy, we never actually saw him in that mission, but he was commanding people. We've got some conscripts, some unknown infantry, the heavy infantry we've seen before. So we have our 3 sabotages and our evac. And so notably, because we don't have a time limit, nothing forces us to keep moving or to aggressively pursue enemies. And so this is something where having smoke grenades and high stealth and mobility is probably worth quite a bit. So for someone like Darby, with her covert ops and her bonuses from being undetected, she could do some pretty good work on a mission like this. And so Darby's someone who's quite interesting. And then the main problem with someone like Rewa is the vehicles are really easy to spot, and because we never actually got rid of their anti-tank weapon arsenal, all of them will have the ability to do damage to Rewa with anti-tank uses, rockets. And so the smokes that she can bring is really good. I know we have some... No, those are flashbang grenades, not smoke grenades. Do we have a way to buy smoke grenades for humans? Yes, so we can throw a smoke grenade, and that we probably want to bring for a mission like this. One option is to have, like, a similar thing we've done before, where we have this small squad set. Oh god, yeah, he's like so much damage in that last mission. Whoa. But having a small team who go out and sabotage and then retreat, we're trying to kill less than 50% of the enemy forces. And so we're mostly trying to run away from or disable enemies. And so this is something where we could potentially have like a vehicle, Rewa, and give Lim the get in and out quickly upgrade so that he can hop in, drive up, hop out, and then kind of swing them along and flee if we need to, and have Darby kind of sneaking up the side. So we wouldn't want to bring someone like Pike on this mission. He doesn't really have anything that helps him. How do I remove from mission? There we go. It's not quite me to hit unequipped squad. We're unlikely to need a bunch of extra ammo. This is something where, like, we could give him... No, because he's pretty happy in this. The Jaeger fatigues, if we look at, like, the Outcast rags, we can see they give us a concealment. If we compare those to the Jaeger fatigues, you can see the Jaeger fatigues give a little bit more armor, a little bit more durability, and more concealment and inventory slots. So Darby's definitely doing Jaeger fatigues. For a mission like this, I don't know if she wants the the sniper rifle. We actually might do something where we bring Pike along with his pipe gun, but we give him the King Post M8 mortar, because this causes a large amount of suppression at very long range, and so I could sit him kind of in the back, out of the range, and fire mortar assistance, and then kind of pull him out when we needed to. We give him the mortar. We'd want to give Darby smokes. Let's go buy smokes, because that's going to be something we're going to need for a mission like this. I'd like to get both of them if I can. I don't really like the K-Pack, so I'm happy to sell that. Pirate Assault Rifle, similarly. I don't need 2 CMG50s. I don't need another flashbang. Yeah, let's do that. Beautiful. That means I can give you a smoke grenade, and have you on the field. You've got your smokes. Do we have any vehicle accessories that we would want? No? I don't think we had anything that jumped out to us as necessary. None of the drugs... It's not a drug, that's a flamethrower. Helps with anything. The triloxin that makes you move a lot faster is really interesting. But I think that's slightly above our budget. The auto laser, I like the rockets way too much to be giving stuff up for that. If limbs going in the vehicle, I'm less concerned about the smoke grenades, but I still think it's probably worth it. For what we're doing, I don't know if you want that. You probably want it, because you're all off on your own, the energy weapon, and I don't think the suppressed weapon actually has any, like, the suppressed nature of it, I don't think actually does anything. But the... Ooh. If we're trying to do long-range stuff with her, having her just do, the long-range suppressed weaponry, is very, very interesting. Because it means that I can have her with a massive amount of concealment kind of hiding in the back, waiting to sneak up and sabotage. Because again, we're not really trying to kill that many things. You would be the one who takes the flashbang for similar reasons. Maybe we give you the laser rifle? No, I like the arc too much on you. Yeah, I've still got... I guess I do need to to re-up some of these squads. Yeah, so I make everyone got +8, we're over. And that's even without giving you any sort of concealment. You probably want special weapon, but it's got 10 uses. Like, I'm not that worried. The Falcon recon drone is probably a pretty good thing. Um, I don't know if we need the gun on Rewa. We're not really trying to take out that much. I am really tempted to leave the rocket launcher and just rely on the MMG. It doesn't do great against armor, but being able to bring better stuff. But then again, like, maybe we just give him outcast rags, because we're really not trying to be in a large fight. But that feels a bit of a bridge too far. Was there anything I wanted on? Well, I wanted to give you expert pilot. Very, very tempting for that, but mobile infantry to be able to get in and out quickly just seems really, really good. I want to try the mobile infantry, so we're going to give Lim the mobile infantry promotion. And that should, yeah, no one else can get anything. So we're 77 over, which is a couple of squaddies, and I guess maybe the Travoden, or I could also just take the slightly worse crowbar, and because mostly I just lose, well, I lose a decent amount of accuracy, but given her buffs, I'm not that worried about it, especially, can either of these get another person? No. Might get another guy? Might get another guy. I'm fairly happy with this, because then we could have Ike hanging out here. Rewa and Lim would be over here, and Darby can go here, and we just try and have them quickly slide up, get the sabotage, and then get out of there, and we move up the side using Darby's stealth. Let's give it a shot. I don't know what Knight's gonna do, but it's gonna be a stealthy mission. Alright. Let's look at this. Yeah, so the trees will hopefully help us.
Ready, Major.
Yeah, you can already see that she is super easy to spot.
Eyes open.
But we're gonna try and get around that. You've got a ton. So what does darkness do? Hard to detect and see enemies. Reduces vision range by 2, detection by 25%, and accuracy by 20%. Hey, and we got zombie. Yeah, so it's gonna be a slow sidle on up. We're gonna start off with a standby. Later in the turn I go, the better.
Sir.
And then I do want to get you as far forward as I can while also being able to use the Falcon. Because then I can send it out and see what it sees. Yeah, and if it gets shot out of the sky, it gets shot out of the sky. Well, we can see we got a rogue mortar team. That's probably going to need to go. The mortar has such long range. Yeah, not a chance.
Strike them hard and fast!
Whoop.
Eyes
Yeah, like they can't move and then shoot. That's probably going to need to get killed.
eyes and ears.
Just like the amount of suppression and squaddy deaths that the mortar shots can cause is so high.
What?
I can kill quite a few of them, so I'm not the most concerned. Yeah, get in there. It's not the worst case if I have to kill a few, but we are gonna be trying to zip in there for this.
Engines engaged.
It's gonna be a lot of throwing smokes. So anything that can hit
Visual
through
on
smokes
enemy
is a
hardware.
problem. That is a laser walker. I'm a little bit afraid of that. That's something that I don't want to be shooting at me. And so we are going to kick this sucker off with just covering that all up.
Sir.
The closer I can get Roa, the better. For Pike, I just want to get you more in the direction of where we're going. We will do a standby to see if we can have things happen.
Listen up, we're moving.
We're going to use him and the Falcon Skybot to try and scout ahead of us. And rely on the fact that Darby is fairly stealthy and fairly mobile.
Orders.
Oh, yeah, I can hear it moving over here. I need to be able to get to sabotage that. So we are going to be shooting our butt along this way.
Hustle 103rd.
Relying on how stealthy Darby is. I don't want to click too far because I'm not sure how things are going to... when it stops you or not is something I haven't figured out well enough to be comfortable just clicking out far into the darkness. Alright, Roa, start going. Let's see what we see as we slowly inch through this. And we do have smoke grenades on Lim. I did remember to do that. I really hope. Oh, hello there! You know, that was not a possibility I entertained. You know, I did not occur to me that he would stand in front of me. I think I kind of have to kill that. But being in the smoke means that we really can't do much to him. Yeah, it's very weird. Huh. So I can go here and then kind of turn in the direction we want to go. But I really wasn't prepared for him to just be in the way. Okay. Let's see if we can make this work. Very, very weird.
About time.
And then Lim can go here and see what he can see.
Eyes up.
Oh, hello. Rogue Army officer, yeah, that can command and motivate troops. This is something that I really don't need to be killing. My guess is your smokes are far less effective at covering ground. Yeah, so we can either, like, I could shoot at this and just probably kill him, but that feels like a bad idea. I can't even shoot that thing. Yeah, so we're gonna get back in the truck, and maybe even... No, because the truck's in the smoke. I'm not too worried about her. We're gonna get back in. Next turn, we're gonna try and just plow forward. Hopefully this thing doesn't just, like, keep sitting on us.
Sir.
That would be incredibly frustrating. Yeah, nice. So, Rewa can move up. And I want to be able to get her where she can get to the road. I'm a little bit worried about the laser walker, and so this might be one of those we move up a little bit further and I just sink the laser walker. We take our one kill because that's just the most important thing. It will do so much damage with that auto laser. Oh, that's a bad miss.
Sir. Orders.
Yeah, I really don't love that. What a disaster on that one. Lim can get out, and 45 to there. We do need enough to throw the smoke, because we can throw the smoke to give her cover. Yeah, and then we get back in. I should probably have fired at that there. I actually can still do that because it's so cheap for him to get in and out. But if I can damage this without killing it, that will be pretty good. Like you can see here, like this salvo probably kills those guys. I don't want to risk that. Yeah, but if I do another one or two of those, I can potentially cripple it and not have to deal with it being killed.
Sir.
Pike. How far forward can you get and still be able to command your thing?
On
You can
task.
sneak up to there. I want to send the Falcon Skybot forward and see kind of what else it can see. Like, real close and personal. That is another laser walker, so that is something we're gonna have to probably take out.
Let's do this.
They're deployed, and I am scared of them. So we will be doing that. If the laser walker moves forward, we'll get him. Darbs, you're pretty good to just head towards the sabotage point. Nothing really seems to be
Oscar Mike.
near you here. Let's see what we see when we cross this bridge, though. I think nothing would be sick, because I can sneak even one tile forward, and then because she can deploy easily, we deploy for that 5 concealment, and that means it's really hard for us to get spotted. Oh, he lived.
Sir.
There's so many enemies.
What?
You guys are currently in the smoke grenade, which is actually pretty safe, so we're
Orders.
pretty content with you hanging around. Darbs can ever so slowly sneak her way forward.
Eyes on heavy armor.
Those are the heavy infantry. I'm not too scared of them, but I'd rather sneak a little bit closer to the walker. Hardware seems like it has worse vision range. I don't know if I can just slowly sneak you in. What's the AP cost for mining? 60. Okay, yeah. He looks like he's gonna stay there and shoot, and so I'm nervous. So I am just gonna like hold position, be there for next turn.
Sir.
Okay, their guns kind of suck. You're well within range of your mortaring, and I am very afraid of these guys. Yeah, I think we are. While Darby is up there, we're going to deploy here. And we're going to see how well you do at shelling this. Let's see how your accuracy goes. Excellent accuracy. Oop. Alright, so that actually took out some of our armor. We actually just hit our own guy. But it did apply some suppression, so we're learning.
What? What?
Yeah, okay, so
Orders.
problem is, like, yeah, Lim can't
What?
quite get far enough, so Rewa's gonna have to keep going through the smoke. What do we see?
Could thou spot it?
Hello! Lots of friends. Absolutely terrifying. With where she is, I can fire like this, and get a lot of suppression down, and then I can drop a smoke field on us so we can head out next turn.
Now put them out of
Nice.
their misery.
They're suppressed, and now I can launch another set of smokes. Cover us in happiness.
About time.
Lim, if you can sneak out and put some hurt down, that would be awesome. We're all covered in smoke. He's actually in a little bit of a safe spot. They're covered in smoke. So maybe we try and pop out this way and see if we can see, yeah, the walker, and put some hurt on the walker. We're not doing good at shredding its armor. Back in. Has to be good enough. I forgot if he was supposed to do things. That's one down.
Awesome.
You can hear him whistling. So this thing can only fire once a turn now because it was venting.
What? Orders?
You can lay mines. And then stand up and honestly keep moving forward so you can come around the back and try and sabotage that. Because once we actually get a clear idea of where all of the enemies are, we can start killing things. So I still have 6 more enemies that I can kill. Whoop! They're throwing grenades at me. Hello.
Sir. Orders?
Lim, hop on out. Mine before I forget. You can fire at these guys and oh, these are actually, I think, in the middle. These are not conscripts, these are Rogue Army infantry. So they're the crowbar, they've got crowbars. They're good at long range and they've got a decent amount of armor. And so Lim's fire should do a lot. Probably won't kill. Oh, that's 2.
Major, keep your eyes on this Marine.
I didn't want to.
Sir.
Pike, get up and start moving. As long as this thing keeps shooting once per turn at the Falcon Skybot, I'm fine with that. Eventually it'll kill it, and that's whatever.
Okay, okay.
That's a problem. That has a very high chance of just killing Pike. There's heavy infantry over there. They only have a K-Pack. They do have an RPG, and so I do kind of need Rewa to pursue the walker. We are gonna have to keep moving and hope that the officers don't see us.
I can kill.
We're out of smokes on Rewa, so we are just kind of zooming along and trying to get in range at a later date. They're probably gonna shoot a rocket at us, and that could be very bad. Oh my god. Oh my god, are they like suddenly all just converging on Pike? That's a terrifying prospect. Man, how do I get Pike out of this one alive? He's suddenly in an incredibly bad spot. We've got multiple laser walkers moving up on him. This guy will have to move, and so will these guys, and so maybe we can get Rewa in range for a rocket? I think we can, if we move her up to here. And we try and rocket this thing. Please hit this time. Okay, there we
Keep
go.
your eyes on this Marine.
That's better. Pike might take some hurt here, but it shouldn't be too bad. Still shooting the Falcon. There it goes.
You're not dead. I
That's
looked
fine.
way worse than that.
But now we can actually run Pike over to here. So I can probably try and get him into Rewa next turn. And have Lim just start running out in the open, because Lim is much harder to kill.
Ready the protocols.
They're leaving. That's
Orders?
great. You can scout towards evac for us, and
I
maybe
like
try and
weapons.
loop around. That is an autocannon team. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. We're going to sneak to here. If they don't see us yet, we're still okay. Because I'd love to just like run up and just flashbang them over and over again. That would be kind of hilarious. Because I could also just like fire the crowbar and make them lose their minds in panic. And I am kind of tempted to do that. Problem is, this probably kills them. And I want them to flee, not die, but we can mostly ignore the conscripts if I can get Lim to go up that way. And then we only have one more thing right here. But being able to just unlock them with the flashbangs would be kind of cool. I don't know how far they can see. I have 7 vision and 4 concealment, so like I could only see myself from a range of 3. So I'm gonna trust that they can't see Darby at all, and just keep sneaking her on. And we'll deploy you just to be extra safe.
About time.
And then Lim, you ain't stealthy at all, but you're pretty hard to kill, so just start running.
Moving.
Run, Lim! And then we're gonna just pop Trevoden, so if anything does see him, he's fairly safe.
Go around the techers.
Okay, so they're pulling back, that's perfect.
Sir.
Yeah, so I want to get Pike into the vehicle, but I can't do that this turn. You can see that that's 99, and so
Orders.
I need to have Rewa move forward. But I want her in a place where she can get to the extract sooner, but I'm not too worried about the conscripts. And so
Orders.
if we quickly look at Pike, Pike could get to like here and get on.
Orders.
What?
And so if Rewa can get somewhere like here, and get a shot on that, that would be beautiful. Not quite. Which is kind of a huge bummer. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those I wish I could test sightlines better. And firing it near it isn't gonna do anything, so I will be firing over here just in case there are the army squad. I can put suppression down on them and then want to aim towards extract. Hopefully this thing doesn't cause too much damage.
Sir.
We like vent heat. And then you don't have enough to do anything. I guess you can fire the pipe gun. But no, we just get you into the vehicle. So the next turn it can blast onwards and try and protect you.
Orders.
Orders.
Lim, you are running for the extract. If I can get you close but still hidden, that would be sick. If I can get you to here and deploy you, give you a little bit of concealment.
Let's do
see
this.
if that helps. Darby can get up and get to the final mine location. She can deploy here, be ready next turn. Okay, so now we
Orders.
run for it. That's not close enough to cover it, but I could drop a smoke there because it looks like it still can't see us. Problem is smoke, and that is too much.
Sir.
And so, like, if I do
What?
run Rewa, he has
Orders.
risk of being
Sir.
seen.
Orders.
What?
Uh,
Orders.
For now,
Sir.
let's get Lim closer to the extract.
On our way.
And run on up. Nothing can see him here, so once again, we're going to deploy him. Take some Trevoden. Call that good. This thing is out hunting. Ooh!
Sir.
Okay, it saw us a little bit.
What?
I don't know if that's worth shooting at. I feel like we are on our way out of this mission, but that thing is the most likely to cause me serious problems. And so just blowing it off the face of the map, I still have plenty of kills left. I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, it's very worth it.
Acknowledged.
Get out of there, Rewa. And then if the conscript shooted her, the conscript shooted her. Who cares? Hey, there's the autocannon
Sir.
team.
Orders?
Darby, take some shots at them. They're just dead. We still have plenty.
I
Not
appreciate
plenty,
it.
but we have a couple. Nice. That's all the mission. Now we just gotta get out of here.
Who, sir?
Those are some conscripts. You just hang out in here.
Sir.
I'm not worried about conscripts shooting at me.
Orders?
I am quite happy to run on in here and drop a smoke grenade on myself so that the conscripts can't do anything. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can actually get out of here
Sir.
pretty okay if we don't mess anything up. I want Lim to start going towards the back. And again, deploy just so that if something does come around the corner, you're hard to see. Ooh. Oh! Oh!
Sir.
What? That is incredibly unlucky.
Yeah?
What does engine damage do? Yeah, movement cost by 10 AP per tile, and optics damage, vision reduced by 3. Yes, everything is bad. You just gotta run. Maybe we can try and get a smoke grenade on you, but there's not much to do aside from just have you run. We know there's friends over here that are gonna try and shoot at us. I'm like, if I try and get Pike out, but he's not gonna be able to do anything. He's just gotta wait. Ooh,
Sir. Orders.
Yeah.
Rewa's got to keep running from where we got shot at from, and hopefully we can get a smoke on her before anyone else shoots at her.
We got. Sir. We are victored.
It is a little bit weird that they can see us, and we can't see them. I didn't see any Jaegers or anything, so I'm a little bit curious about that. That feels a little bit weird, but we can get a smoke over here. We can get a smoke over here. We can all just try and hide behind the smoke. And maybe make it out of this okay. Getting the double RPG hit from... I don't even know, like, how that happened.
Sir.
Because she was moving.
Still under heavy fire.
That was super unfortunate.
We're victored. Still under heavy fire.
Oh, right, you don't know what you can do. And you should be able to, yeah, you can run out and go deep
Listen
into the
up. We're
smoke.
moving. We are victored.
And you can add more smoke to this whole situation. Woo!
Sir. Orders.
I hear
Alright,
you.
get me out of here.
All done here, Major.
Alright, that's the mission completed. We're still gonna have some damage and some defect on the APC, so we'll see. Alright, so for all that terrifyingness at the end there, we made it out, 5 out of 5 stars. Their vehicles are damaged and the discipline is reduced. That'll make the last mission a little easier. We got the SIP 5 standard protective vest. This is from like the normal infantry. That's actually pretty solid. We got a smoke grenade and we got another light walker. Those are just worth a lot of money, but I can also swap her into one if the APC is still messed up. Yeah, you can see she took a couple of hits. Getting hit by 2 rockets in a row is so unlucky. Ugh. Goodbye, goodbye. Thanks for joining me in the bog. I'm Willow, and if you enjoyed having me as your guide, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Menace and many other journeys to come.